What's happening? Jen Scumaci from SME Strategy here, and today I would like to talk to you about prioritization. Now, there are many kinds of prioritization and many ways to prioritize items, but what I would like to talk to you about today is how to get the maximum impact out of your team and your resources by successfully prioritizing all of your most important strategic projects and initiatives. We're not going to talk about prioritizing tasks and actions within projects, and we're not going to talk about identifying strategic priorities overall for your business. But we do offer those resources. So poke around on our website and check out all the resources that we've got available to you because we can help you when it comes to those. But today, like I said, what I want to do is help you identify which projects and which initiatives you've got going on and in which order you should do them, with what speed, with what resources, determining who works on those at what level of your organization. Okay, so prioritization is the act of determining the relative importance of things, the urgency with which they need to happen, and how it is that you're going to divvy up your finite resources to accomplish them. Okay, so teams prioritize in order to make the most of their resources, in order to make sure that the actions they take are impactful. Prioritization helps companies determine what to do and what not to do. And it's not a one and done exercise. You can't prioritize once and then be on the track to maximum impact. Prioritization is something that needs to be built in as a regular practice to every team and organization in order to make sure you're focused on first things first. Okay, so what we're going to focus on today, as I said, is how to prioritize your most important strategic projects and initiatives. The first thing you're going to want to do is pull your team together and get a comprehensive list of every project and initiative happening in your organization. Everyone, leave no stone unturned. I don't care if you got 1,000 Post-its. You have to start somewhere. And you really do need to start with identifying all of the activities happening across the organization. We're going to specifically focus here about strategic projects and initiatives. So things that are more operational in nature are things that you can prioritize differently or separately. But in today's video and in this blog, we are going to focus on those strategic actions that are going to get you close to your vision, that are going to move you and your team toward achieving your strategic plan. Okay, so first things first, make a list of all your strategic projects and initiatives. Second item, oh, look at that marker. Second item is to organize those items in a way that will help you see what rises to the top in terms of what's most important for you all as an organization. And there are many ways to do this. What I'm going to offer you today is a very simple model that you can take and apply right off the bat. And it is a matrix that helps you break priorities into 4 different quadrants. Here's what it looks like. All right, so we've got an X and a Y axis here. On our Y axis, we are going to determine the impact that projects and initiatives have. On the X-axis, we are going to determine their effort, or the effort required to make these projects or initiatives successful. And ultimately, what will happen is you'll end up with a quadrant with 4 different areas or levels of prioritization, okay? And so the first one is going to be high impact and low effort. These are your low-hanging fruit, so to speak. Okay, so these are the things that will get you a big bang for your buck almost immediately because they won't require a ton of resources or a ton of effort on your team's part. So you're gonna wanna do these first. Okay. Our second quadrant is high impact and high effort. The fact that they're high impact means that they are important. They are going to help you move forward in your strategic plan. Okay, but they also require high effort. So it's going to take more of a coordinated approach to be able to make them happen well. So these are the things that you are going to do next. After you pick your low-hanging fruit, you're going to prioritize these guys. And while you prioritize these guys, what you're going to have to do is create project plans. We can help you with that. SME Strategy, of course, can help you with how you can organize and plan your projects for the most important and most impactful results. But we're not going to focus on that today. Today, we're just going to tell you what you're going to do is take all of those Post-its, all of those projects and initiatives you've identified, and you're going to sort them into one of these four quadrants. Okay, so we've already talked about there are going to be projects that are high impact and low effort. Those are your low hanging fruit. Do those first. Now we've talked about high impact and high effort projects or initiatives. You're going to want to create project plans to do those next successfully. Okay, here we've got low impact and low effort projects. Oops. Effort has two F's. So your low impact and low effort projects are going to be areas that you're going to not necessarily prioritize because they won't have a whole lot of impact, even though they don't take a whole lot to get them done. Okay, so these might be great projects or initiatives to do when you have the time. Okay, so to do last or to delegate to junior team members who might have some discretionary time. So we're going to call these your do last items. And lastly, we've got this quadrant hanging out here. And of course, this is going to be our low impact and high effort quadrant. These are the projects and initiatives you are going to want to deprioritize entirely. If they're not getting you any impact, but they take a tremendous amount of effort, why are you doing them? Okay, so in summary, this is a very simple tool that, again, I hope you can pick up and start using right away to help identify what projects and initiatives you want to stay focused on to move your team closer to your vision. It is a very simple impact and effort prioritization matrix where you can plot all of the projects and initiatives you've got going on organizationally to determine which you want to do first, which you want to do next and plan for, which you want to do last, and which you want to do never. The rest of this blog does address how to prioritize tasks and actions within projects. And as I said earlier, SME Strategy is here for all of your leadership and management needs, whether it's project planning, prioritization, strategic planning, change management, you name it, we can help you with it. So thanks so much for tuning in for this video today. I sure do hope that this simple but effective model will help you and your organization identify which things to put first, which things to do next, and help you move toward your strategic plan and accomplishing your vision as an organization.